No, it just, you hit me really hard.
Think that could be a meme?
I don't know. Why is the recording button not here? Oh, there it is.
Found
It's
it.
hiding.
Found
Good
it.
grief.
So, you...
I'm fine.
Is that...
I just choked on...
You got the Rona?
No! I just choked on a drink, dude. It's fine. Just go. Do the intro.
The intro? What is an intro?
Oh, don't do this to me again. Just do the freaking intro, dude.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Broke Daddies podcast. I'm Keenan.
I'm Chris.
And we got a big show, not really planned for you today, but we got a big show that is kind of outlined today.
We actually have an idea of what we're talking about
for the
today.
first time in a long time.
Yeah, in quite a few months.
Yes, but we are coming back to you with some consecutive content.
Finally.
3 weeks in a row. Big step.
3 whole weeks.
But today we are going to just, do our updates about, how we doing, And Chris, I guess, has a big cough. So
sorry, guys.
Might need to get tested, but it's fine.
I'm fine.
Okay, yeah, whatever. Sure.
Let's just cue that intro music and we'll get started.
Dude, I didn't even talk about what I was going to talk about.
And we're back.
You say it every time.
I don't. It's just a habit. I can edit that out if we need.
No, it's fine. You can edit mine too, because I was like... We'll cut all this.
No, what I'm going to do, so I'm keeping this whole thing in. So what I'm going to do is you're just going to say, well, I didn't get a chance to say what I was going to say. And then the music will play. And it will be like, blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, and we're back. You always say that. And then we're just going to keep going.
Okay. I'm fine with that.
So what were you going to say?
I was just going to say we got our weekly update about our lives, because there's some things working, some things cooking.
Yes.
All right, and then a very exciting thing that's going on this weekend. This weekend's a big weekend that we did not think would be a thing.
We honestly didn't think this weekend would be possible.
No, we did not. Week 1 NFL football is back.
It's finally happening.
It's back. Football's back.
Football is back.
I can't tell you how happy I am.
I'm so excited, especially with all the drama that's happening with college football right now.
That, and I won't be able to see Ohio State play. So,
well, at least you got your Titans, and it's.
I probably won't get to see them play either because the region I'm in, but it's fine.
Rip.
Playoff time.
Playoffs. It's happening. You're going to the playoffs. You're winning a Super Bowl.
I'm going to the Super Bowl.
You personally are going to the Super Bowl.
I won't go to the actual game, but I might schedule a tour of the stadium that it's at after the Super Bowl has concluded.
Have you actually been to the Titans Stadium in Nashville before?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been to a couple games.
Have you actually? Oh,
yeah.
Okay. That's pretty cool.
I remember I went when they had Chris Johnson as their running back and Vince Young was their quarterback.
Oh, wow. That is a long time.
It's like back, yeah. It's been a while.
I was just there last year, and that's how I bought you that Derrick Henry jersey.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, of course.
Right before they beat the Ravens.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Beautiful.
Shout out Derrick Henry.
He was the only reason why, me, in my opinion.
Our defense was good too.
It was. No, you're right. I mean, to shut down Lamar Jackson, that's huge.
It really is.
That is huge.
I think Mike Vrabel is definitely the man for the job. And now we have a quarterback that fits our scheme. I mean, we're a gritty team, so we're definitely a run-first team.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, you play an old style.
Yeah, they're really hard to watch. But, when you have Derrick Henry on your team, you're kind of happy to watch it. If that makes sense.
If I was a fan, I'd be like, hey, we're getting positive yards every down. Mm-hmm. I would love it.
Right.
Like, I'd be fine with it.
A heavy, and it's interesting though, because like, I don't know if you're big into analytics or anything like that, but like, the Titans heavily rely on the play action pass. It's like a fake run.
Right.
Yeah, you know what it is.
I know what that is.
Okay, but some listeners might not.
You're right.
Heavily rely on the effectiveness of the play action pass, and the play action is only established when the run is established and is dominant early, and it helps when you have a 6'4" monster in Derrick Henry. So that doesn't hurt anything.
That dude's shoulders are like the size of a 2x4.
His hair, his dreadlocks are longer than my torso.
That's just because he grew out his hair, man.
True, but like still.
It's a lot of hair.
It is a lot of hair. Well, Chris, let's not get too far ahead of ourselves.
Oh, true that.
We do have some good news on your end.
Yes.
Is that correct?
We have great news on mine.
So, Chris, hold on. I gotta say the line.
Oh, okay.
Chris, how we doing?
We're doing great.
We're doing good?
It's a good day today.
It's a good day.
Today is a good, genuinely good day. It's not the, oh yeah, I'm fine day. It's an actual great day today.
Great day.
So a little bit of history because I kind of just kept this part of my life like kind of private.
We could have talked about it, but we didn't.
We didn't because it was kind of a bummer thing. But the company I work for right now, currently, they're shutting down because of the coronavirus. And
nonprofit.
It's a nonprofit, and we did a lot of great work, and I love the job, and I love the people that I worked with and worked for. I just want to get all that out of the way first. But it's a tragedy. It's we live in a hard time. We live in hard times right now, and the company I work for is I know one of like thousands, like tens of.
You're
thousands.
not the only one.
No,
I mean I lost my job.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so we're both honestly victims of this pandemic in that way. But the good news is, well, before I get into the good news, which there is good news, you know, for me there was the big fear of like, okay, I'm losing my job. That means there's going to be a gap in employment, and there's going to be a gap in income, and we just bought this house.
You were thinking you were going to have a vacation.
I thought I was going to be on vacation.
Fall Guys for days.
Oh, man. I was going to get so many crowns, so many dubs. Dude.
God had different plans.
Yes. Probably better ones than me.
Good for him.
Good for him. Were you going to say good for him? You know, good for God, you know, having plans.
Having control over your life. You know, it's fine. Good for him. Praise be to God. That's what I'm to say.
Good for him.
I meant to say praise.
No, it's good. I loved that. I'm going to actually say that more. I kind of want to say that more. Like, hey, you know what? Good for him. Capital H. Good for him.
Put it on the coffee mug.
Good for capital H.
And then like a... And then a scripture underneath it, Proverbs 3:5-6.
Or Jeremiah 29:11.
I don't know if this is bad. I hope it's not sacrilegious.
I think it's okay.
This is genuinely really funny. Oh. It's like a Christian meme. Oh my God.
If you don't know the verses we reference, just go look them up. go find a Bible somewhere.
I'm sweating now.
Same. That was really funny. Yeah, you know, good for him.
Capital H.
Capital. Anyway. Okay. Anyway. So
I'm sweating in my eye socket.
Yeah, my forehead is drenched.
Man.
I can't get it out of my head. I need to focus. So God did have better plans for me.
You got a new.
I do have a new job. Gig. Well, you're gonna get right to it. We have a new job. Hey, Evan's here on the chat. Nice to see you, bud.
Shout out Evan Stark. Thanks for joining us, man.
Browns over Titans. Ooh.
Okay, well, we will see about that. So last year was 43-13. So slow down. All right, slow down. Titans.
Right. Oh. Yeah.
I
enjoyed it very much.
Yeah. Browns are my number 2 team, so we'll get there. We'll get there.
But anyway, so
good news. Good for him.
Yeah. Let's finish off with the good for him. So good for God. He provided me with another job.
You said good for God.
Good for God. He provided, as always. So now I have another job. I just got the job offer today, and I accepted it. I'm going to be actually a restaurant manager now.
Nice.
So it's a little bit different.
Okay.
So the nonprofit I worked for dealt with food, so it's not too far out of what I'm used to. It'll be less traveling though, which is nice.
It's right around the corner.
Yeah, it'll be hopefully right around the corner. I'll just be in the town that I live in and work in the town.
There you go.
I'm going to be working like about 50 hours a week, which is, you know, that's a
workload.
It's a lot,
but you get free food.
But there's the food.
Yeah.
And it's good food.
And the cholesterol.
And the weight gain.
I think it'll be fine. I think you'll probably be. I feel like you might be running around a little bit more than you think.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be on my feet and running around a lot. It'll definitely be an active, fast-paced job working with people.
Yeah.
And I really enjoy those kinds of jobs. I don't like sitting.
Yeah, I don't
really
like either.
sitting.
I found that like if I'm sitting a lot, I don't get a whole lot done.
Exactly, and that's kind of how I am.
Yeah.
So like for me, like I'll be working 50 hours a week in an industry that I may or may not enjoy. I don't really know. I did work at a Chick-fil-A for 3 years. No, this job is not with Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
But it's a similar kind of restaurant. So it's just kind of like, you know what, I've done it before and I liked it. It wasn't my favorite thing in the world, but maybe being in a leadership position will make it better. But Yeah, I mean,
that's a blessing though, for real. Because
yeah.
I mean, you guys just bought a house, and there's a lot of unknowns because of Corona, and I knew the situation you guys were in, but
Financially,
yeah,
even, yeah.
and it's definitely. I mean, I know that we made a joke and everything, but like God definitely had a plan for
Yeah,
you, so
yeah,
it worked out.
absolutely.
And the same thing happened with Kim and I.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
it's but that's cool. That's cool, and I'm excited to visit you when you are working, and I can.
I already know
I
all
might
the people that are
get
going
a
to be
free
popping in.
sandwich or
Maybe.
or meal combo or
I don't know about
a percentage off.
I really don't. I don't want to promise
a
anything.
coupon.
I'll give you coupon. I know I can give you coupons.
That's all I ask.
Okay. I don't, like people are like, oh yeah, free chicken now, whatever. It is a chicken place, but yeah, free chicken, free chicken, free chicken. I'm like,
It's not KFC.
Really don't want to promise. It's not KFC either. Yes, I don't want to promise you guys anything.
Don't promise me anything, because
I'm
I will
not.
be sad if you promise
I'm
something.
not promising you
And
anything.
I come in there and you're like, I can't, and I'm like, podcast is over.
We're breaking up. Yeah, but no, I mean, I'm just really excited. It's going to be a transition. It's going to be a life change, like all new jobs are. But I think it'll be good. I've already seen like there's going to be some sacrifice, like social events I can't go to now, and previous commitments that I now have to like let go, like
my maternity shoot,
your maternity shoot,
yeah, not my wife's, mine.
Yours, where you're gonna be like nice and like, okay, now pose, and just be like, okay, here we go.
Get it out of my face.
But yeah, so I'm just but I'm excited. I'm very excited for this new opportunity, and I'm interested to see where it goes. And like I'll be working with people, and that's all I really care
I mean,
about.
if anything, it's gonna be a new learning experience for you.
Yeah.
And it'll definitely suit its purpose for
Yes.
for the time being.
Yes.
And for everything that's going on.
Yeah.
It's a good gig.
Yeah, and if I like it, awesome. That means I might stick with it for a while. And if I don't like it, that means, like your wife Kim actually said, it's one of those jobs where I could do it for a little bit,
right?
But it probably wouldn't hurt anyone's feelings if I left, because it's just it's a restaurant job. Like people come and go all the time.
Right.
And, as long as I work hard while I'm doing it, then I feel like no feelings would be hurt.
Exactly. And Kim's smart.
Oh yeah,
she's great.
Your wife is very smart.
She's very nice.
We have smart wives.
We do.
They married idiots, but they are smart. I'm an idiot, at least. I can't speak for him.
I am one that didn't try my best to not be an idiot, if that makes sense.
You just kind of just phoned it in for a while?
Yeah, like I embraced the role of an idiot. But like, I know I'm not. Right?
I mean, like, as much as we goof off here, like, I feel like we're smart people.
We are.
And that's why, like, people are drawn to us to a certain degree.
To a certain degree.
I mean, the Magnificent Seven, they're strong.
They're here.
Hey, like, on our last episode, like, as of right now, we have 7 listeners.
We do.
Yeah, the Magnificent Seven have arrived.
Dude, they're here.
They're here right now.
Alive and well.
They are great.
Shout out the Magnificent Seven.
We love you guys. The Magnificent Seven, folks, are the 7 fans that listen to our episodes every single week. There's always at least 7.
At least.
And we call them the Magnificent Seven.
I may or may not be one. I don't think so, because I don't listen every week.
No.
Yeah.
But there are definitely 7 that at least tune in every week.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah.
In some capacity. So shout out to all of you.
Yeah. If you're part of the Magnificent Seven, shoot us a DM. All right.
Yeah.
Because we want to recognize y'all. So
we want to know you by name.
Yes, we want to know you by name. Shout you out, and then once we get merch going, you'll be the first ones to receive it, absolutely free of charge. Okay, maybe not, but
that's a promise.
A nice discount.
Is that? We'll give you a nice discount of a hug. No, pandemic. A crisp high 5.
A crisp. That's still. Pandemic.
Damn it.
So, no, but
how you doing?
Do
we want to get to that, or are you still talking?
Oh no, I was just gonna say we love our Magnificent Seven.
We love our Magnificent Seven.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're calling them the Magnificent Seven. It just has a nice, cool little ring to it. I hope it makes you guys feel special. I really hope it does.
Yeah. So if you're one of the 7, we want to know who you are.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. DMs on Instagram and. Can you DM like Facebook pages?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, Instagram is preferred.
Twitter.
We have a Twitter, in case you didn't know.
Yes.
It's not active really at all. And we do have a TikTok technically, which it's just me doing goofy stuff, which we have TikTok ideas, we just never
I need to know the password to the TikTok so I can do stuff too. I don't know how to make a TikTok.
It's not that hard. It's like making a Vine.
I wasn't good at that either.
Neither
I
was
need to find my old Vines and post them.
Oh.
Dude, they're cringe.
Oh,
dude.
mine were too. My old Vines were cringe too.
So like first time Kim and I hung out,
Oh yeah.
she pulled up my old Vines from like 2012.
And just laugh at you.
Yes, my face has never. That's why my armpit was sweating so bad when we first hung out. Yeah,
because she was watching your old Vines, and you were just like,
I was like, I am not that person. Like,
and you're also like, this girl is never gonna talk to me ever again.
No, I remember. There's like one specific one that I thought was gonna be really funny. That was like trying to be overly funny, but like it wasn't.
Yeah.
I was with my dog. He has since passed, so rest in peace. But I was with my dog, and he was just like looking at me, and I was like, I said, you know how lines go, like you record something and you know, I turn it back to you or whatever.
Right.
I was like, "Hey, yo, sit," and then I'm like, I said, "Sit," and then he's not sitting, obviously, and I just turned it to me. I'm like, so disobedient. Like that's it. That's the whole Vine.
That's the joke.
Yeah, dude. That
was the joke.
That was the joke, and I got like 2 likes. So
good for you, man.
I was well on my way to becoming Vine famous.
I bet.
Yeah.
I showed you this already, and the people that were on stream with us already saw this. But I kind of want to, since we're on the topic, I want to show you guys the the TikTok that I made that is just like it's just cringe, and it's only gotten 2 views total.
Has the other one gotten any? No.
Well, so far, both of the ones that I had are 0. So
oh no.
I've gotten an average of like 150 views on most of the videos that I've made. So
it's
good.
Because you're dull.
We have 10 followers and 20 likes. Good for us.
You and I don't count.
But this is my only account.
Go to the followers. I want to know who these people are.
Young Keenan, Maurice, Hannah Carr.
You don't have to say the names.
Oh.
Sal, nice.
Nice.
Okay. And then your wife. Thank you.
Good for us.
Thanks, Caleb.
All right, but anyway, I just want to show it. I want to see if I can get it. I'll do it one more time. Oops. Doing great. Sorry for the audio listeners.
We can cut this out, audio. It's just a sign. Where is this?
It was at Target. You don't see the Target cart?
No. I didn't look at the details.
Yeah, because it's that trashy.
Oh.
But anyway, yeah, since we were on the topic, I was like, I'm proud of that. It got 2 views. Yes. 2 single views. And even like my other and that was like quote unquote high effort for me.
Yeah.
Like all the other things are just like me going or doing a voiceover or something. That's like, you know, I'm not putting any effort into this, and they get like 150 views.
Gotcha.
That one got 2. I'm like, what the flip, man?
Yeah,
I thought that was funny.
What the frick,
I put my soul out there.
Yeah, your soul.
Anyway, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Doing great.
That's it?
Would you like to know why?
Sure.
Okay. Well, we're expecting a baby.
Oh!
Dude, no.
Are you now?
Yeah, so we did the math today, and I've always broken it down by the weeks.
Which I have no idea why.
I've never broken it down by the month, which
is it like more overwhelming by the month or by
no?
the
It's just
week?
like I never kept track. I just
just like every week you would say, okay, here's
another week. Yeah,
gotcha.
DJ Khaled, another one.
Another one.
Might be able to insert a voice effect. Maybe not. Okay,
might get copyrighted. I don't know.
I don't know. But anyways, like but yeah, we are 7 months.
That's nuts.
7 months pregnant. So 2 months left. But and then the house
blows my mind,
yeah, the house is going up still. So that's cool.
Do you know where specifically they're at with the house? Have you checked on it lately?
We have a closing date officially.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What's the date? Do you know?
So our bets it's over 6 weeks.
Oh, okay, so it's still gonna be a while.
It's gonna not a while. It's October 28th is the closing date.
Shoot, it's only like September 10th or something?
Yes.
Oh wow, I actually got that. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Shoot, dude.
Yeah, so
that's crazy.
And we went in for like a walkthrough yesterday, which was really cool.
Does it feel bigger than what you thought it was going to be?
Yes.
That's wonderful.
Because it was funny because when we were looking at the, just a slab,
Right.
it looked like it was going to be really small.
Yeah, and you got nervous.
And then now we're inside of the walls and we're like, oh, yeah, this is big.
Yeah. Like, oh, this works actually. Yeah.
It's functional space.
Hey, you know what? I feel like I could move around in here. Yeah.
Yeah,
for
I
sure.
think I could watch NFL Sundays.
I feel like I could sit on the couch and only live in like a corner of this house for sure.
Yes, for sure.
For sure, dude.
But yeah, so that's really cool. And then we were able to tour the whole upstairs, which is where all the bedrooms are going to be. And our master bedroom is going to be solid. Going to be nice size.
Nice.
Ensuite walk-in closet. Very good.
Ooh, that's good.
Very good. And then
Do you have your master bathroom attached to that? Okay, sweet.
yeah, so like you have a closet on one side and then the master bath on the other.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, and then double vanity, which is nice. So yeah, we are ready to move in. But the house is not ready for us yet.
No. Still a couple of weeks.
A few.
That's exciting though.
Yeah,
That's
it
really
is.
cool.
So that's how I'm doing. And then Kim and I, we're just really anxiously praying and hoping that it's after we move in, everything's unpacked and all that. But
Or at least like functional before
yeah,
P comes out.
yeah,
Parker.
Yeah.
I always call him P because I think it's cute. Like
baby
I like
P,
Baby P.
or you can call him Lil P. Lil P.
Lil P. Just sounds like pee, but like urine.
No.
It does to me. I feel like every time it's like, oh yeah, pee. Everyone.
Well, yeah, that. But if you say Lil P,
Lil P. But like it sounds like, oh, you got a little P coming out.
I don't
Like
think
a
so.
little P.
Yeah,
Okay.
you need to grow up. Okay.
You're not the first one to say that, and you won't be the last.
Guess you're down the road. I can just see your kid just looking at you.
Like I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
Okay.
just like, Dad, grow up. Okay. He's like 7. I can see I can see my kid doing
My
that.
children will be embarrassed of me.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
guaranteed.
Parker will hate me by the time he's in middle school.
If I have a daughter, she will hate me more than my son will.
If I have a daughter, she will love me.
Oh, she'll love me, but she'll also like realize that, oh no, my father is a man-child.
An imbecile.
And an imbecile at
Yeah.
that.
Okay. Yeah. No, I get that. No, Parker. I don't know. It's just kind of crazy because like you think of taking care of the little baby, making sure that his neck doesn't like. That's what That's like my irrational fear is like the neck, and I'm like you always gotta guide the head, and I'm just like
hold him by the head.
What if I like try to move him, and I'm like, oh no, I can't. Like I don't.
I feel.
I'm nervous.
There's a part of me that's like, yes, make sure you're holding your baby correctly, make sure you're doing everything correctly, but also children are pretty resilient. Like, like I know babies themselves are fragile things.
Yeah, they're newborn, so not a whole lot there that they can do other than poop and cry.
Poop, cry, sleep. Mostly the first two
They
things.
sleep a ton in the first 2.5, 3 weeks.
That's what I heard.
A ton.
Yeah.
But like it's never
wasn't it like 18 hours?
It's never like a steady schedule. Yeah, 18 hours.
Yeah.
It's like 3-hour increments.
It's crazy.
Yeah, we were at our friend's house a couple weeks ago, and they just you guys know who you are. I won't shut you out. I think I shouted them out last podcast, but they just had their baby, and she slept a ton, and we were just like. I didn't think that
That's it?
I didn't think that they slept that much.
No, yeah. Apparently they sleep a ton. I had there was a couple that Kayla shot with, like photographed. And so we were asking them like, oh yeah, so what's it like taking care of like your newborn? And they were like, honestly, it feels like a job for the first like 3 to 4 months.
What?
Because they don't really.
That's too long, dude.
Well, it could be
kidding.
it could be less than, I don't know. But they said like for the first couple of months, it's gonna feel like a job because all you're really doing is changing them and feeding them keeping them alive. Yeah. And they don't really have their personality yet. They're just kind of like an alien, And they're just kind of like they'll look at you sometimes and you'll cry and it'll be this beautiful moment. You'll enjoy it, but it'll just feel like a job.
Yeah.
Keeping them alive. But then, like, once that personality starts coming out and you start learning about them, then you start seeing the life in their eyes start to flicker a little bit more. Then it's like, okay, now this is my child.
And being able to experience, like, things, like, see them experience things for the first time or, like, or figure something out on their own. Like, that would be, that's what I'm looking forward to most is just, like, seeing, like, things that I might take for granted and just seeing, Parker just like feel something or like figure something out, how to open, I don't know, a cabinet.
Yeah.
Or
rolling over. Or
I don't know, whatever.
What do
I never
babies
had
do?
a baby. I've never had a baby.
You're not gonna know what they're gonna do.
No, but
You'll figure it out.
it'll be really cool to see them like be like, oh, I can do this.
It's like, oh,
Or when they pee in a toilet for the first time, they'll be like,
that'll be like 2 years. No more than that. Won't it?
hey, don't put limitations.
Are you gonna have your child potty trained by 7 months?
Oh, I don't know. Probably not. No.
Guarantee you won't.
Is that a bet?
Bet.
I won't do it.
Oh, okay. Well, I win the bet.
Oh, I didn't shake on it.
You don't have to shake. You said bet.
Okay. We didn't really agree to an amount, but
Oh, amount?
we're
Oh, I just like winning. I don't care.
there was nothing to win.
But I won.
Okay.
I get to say I win. That's something to me. Because
Okay.
I am very competitive.
Are you?
Very.
Okay.
Speaking of competition,
That's
did you like that segue?
That was a great
Did you like that segue?
Wow.
We're going to take a quick ad break, but speaking of competition, we're going to talk about some football. It's happening.
Week 1.
Week 1, and the time of recording, it happens tonight in literally 20 minutes. We're probably maybe cut the episode short so we can watch it.
No, because it starts in 20 minutes, so that we won't cut it short. But
We won't cut it short.
ad break.
Ad break.
All right, week 1.
Week 1, football. It's finally happening. Keenan, what are we doing about it?
Listen, Chris, I have YouTube TV. I got all the jazz. I got all the matchups written down.
We are ready for it.
We are ready. We are ready for week 1, and I'm going live on Instagram right now, just because we're about to do some picks. Right, we're about to do the funnest thing in week 1.
The horizontal.
No, because it gets our fat bellies.
Oh, true.
So, but yeah, no. The funnest thing about week 1 is finally being able to see some football action.
Like
we got
actual football.
We got preseason taken away from us, thanks COVID. We got a lot of college football taken away from us, thanks COVID. All right, but week 1 is here.
It's here.
A lot of people didn't think it would happen.
But it did.
It did happen. Well, not yet, but it is happening.
Tonight.
Tonight is the
20
first
minutes.
game. Texans at Chiefs at 8:20 tonight. This is a great matchup because Patrick Mahomes
strong
and Deshaun Watson, 2 of the brightest young talents in the NFL as of now. And Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs coming off of a Super Bowl championship. And then you got the Texans, who has a lot of strong options. Not necessarily the smartest head coach. Can't stand him. I don't know if you know, but he traded DeAndre Hopkins for close to next to nothing.
I did see that.
Yeah, so that's not smart.
That was a poor move. Poor move.
Yeah, not a poor move. But Texans at Chiefs, we're gonna go ahead and do picks.
Mm-hmm.
We're not gonna go in depth about every game, but
I'm kidding.
football is back.
It's back,
and,
so we're gonna celebrate with some picks.
And now we get to see who between you and I has the best record.
Are we just gonna do this week, or are we gonna do every week?
Oh, we're gonna do every week.
Every single week, we're gonna do our picks, and then just keep our records.
Yeah,
that would be fun. Let's do that
for each week. Our records. Yeah.
Okay, and is there like a prize, or are we just gonna have bragging rights?
No, but my wife just joined. Thanks, babe. We're gonna wave to you. But then no prize. Maybe donuts.
I'm okay with donuts.
Okay, I am too. So winner gets donuts.
Winner gets some donuts from the loser.
Week by week.
Oh, that's so many donuts.
Okay, or coffee.
Donuts or coffee? Okay, or both.
Or something else up to be.
You know what? Let's make it up to the loser to pick the winner's prize.
Up to the loser to pick the winner's prize.
Oh, hi, babe.
Okay,
hi,
yeah.
Kayla.
Okay, so like if I win this week, you pay for my tattoo.
No.
Right here.
On your neck?
Yes.
Was it going to say Go Titans?
It's going to say Broke Daddies.
Broke Daddies on your neck?
Yes. No, okay, so.
All right, week 1.
Week 1, first game of the week is Texans at Chiefs.
Who I got?
Who do you got?
Chiefs.
Chiefs?
I got Chiefs. Are we going to say, like, by how much? Like, how much they're going to win by? We're going to give you scores?
No, you don't got to give me scores, but, I mean, you can...
I think the Chiefs are going to win. I'm going to give my one-sentence synopsis on why they're going to win.
So, like, since this is, like, the only game of the night, we can kind of go a little bit more in depth about it.
Sure.
But, like, as far as the weekend games, we can...
We'll probably rapid fire it.
Yeah.
Yep. So Chiefs are going to win because they have an explosive offense and a solid defense. I think the Texans are good at what they do. They have a smart and talented quarterback, but with losing some weapons and having a defense that's a little, not sloppy, but not as dynamic.
A lot of question marks.
A lot of question marks. They don't really have a star-studded defense.
Mm-hmm.
No one really shines on that defense. It's just the Texans. I mean, you do have J.J. Watt obviously on the line. He's going to put some pressure on Patrick Mahomes, and that'll be good. But I really think that Patrick Mahomes is just too much for the Texans defense to handle.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's got the weapons with Travis Kelce and all his other guys to just make the ball game and win. I think it's going to be a cool game. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think it's going to be a closer-ish game. But the Chiefs are going to come out on top and start their return to the Super Bowl with a 1-0.
Okay. I like that.
Thank you.
It is hard to disagree, and I will not disagree.
Oh,
So
okay.
I am going to go with Chiefs all the way.
Tim said go Jaguar. Blake Bortles.
We will get there. So that's a funny story for another time. But
Oh, okay.
but I also agree with you. Chiefs coming in here way too strong. I mean, obviously, Deshaun Watson is very talented.
Mm-hmm.
The Texans have another running back in David Johnson, who a few years ago was really good in Arizona, but injuries has kind of hindered his career and his progression. Don't know how long his workload will be able to continue for the whole season. However, he's still a solid back. He's still functional. But when Deshaun Watson loses his main target in DeAndre Hopkins, I think that says a lot about the competency of the head coach, his scheme, and a lot of things that you said. The defense has a lot of question marks, but Kansas City, they're my bet for repeating as Super Bowl champions when he got 23 years. He's younger than you and I. Patrick
making
Mahomes,
way more than us too.
$500 million. Before taxes. So.
Before
taxes.
Of course, everyone, you have to realize these contracts.
Yeah, it's closer to $300 million.
Pennies, everyone.
Yeah. So, but Patrick Mahomes, he is too talented. The weapons that they have, Travis Kelce,
I'm just
Tyreek
so happy
Hill.
for Andy Reid. I'm so happy for Andy Reid.
Dude,
he deserves this.
He's my spirit animal.
Are you kidding me? Like, this man is just like, he's worked so hard to get to this point, and he finally has a franchise team. Finally.
Yeah, and
he was with the Eagles.
QB.
Yeah, he was with the Eagles for so long. Went to the Super Bowl once, got destroyed.
Yeah.
And now he's finally on a team that will take him to the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And it's gonna be awesome.
And they don't necessarily have the best defense in the league. However, they do have.
They're gonna outscore every team
they have
play.
one key guy in Tyrann Mathieu, and he can disrupt any play from the get-go. Whether it be pre-snap, post-snap, like his football IQ is insane. And then they got some good edge rushers as well. But I think Chiefs, and I don't think it's gonna be a close game. I think the Chiefs.
Really?
I think the Chiefs hang about 35 to 45 points tonight. Versus the Texans. I think the Texans hang. So my final prediction is going to be about, let's say, 42 to 23.
42 to 23.
Chiefs.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, Chiefs.
We actually talked about this game earlier today, and you have said that the Chiefs will score even more than that.
I said 51.
You said 51.
I said 51-27.
Yeah.
But I'm kind of just bringing it down a little bit, just because there's a lot of unknowns.
Be a little conservative. No, I get that for sure. But that's still that's a lot of points.
Yeah, it's a ton.
Coming out of the gate with no preseason,
Yeah, but
everybody's
ready to go.
Before we get into weekend, that's the one point that people have been saying, that because there was no preseason, there's going to be a lot of missed tackles.
Yeah.
And that means there's going to be a lot of high-scoring games into week 1 and probably even into week 2. So, typically you're not that far off when you talk about how high these scores are going to be.
Right.
So you could be right.
So before we get into the weekend things, one thing that I heard from a podcast that I listened to a couple of days ago. So I don't know if you know who Warren Sharp is, but he's very deep into NFL analytics. Twitter handle is Sharp Football at Sharp Football. But so this offseason is a lot of similarities as like the 2011 lockout. And what we saw in 2011 was a lot of high scoring games in the first few weeks because there was limited preseason.
Right.
Guys were, the defenses weren't as strong, but it was an interesting thing to see because you had all these people that were really eager to, get out on the field, eager to score some heavy points. But it was really, it was interesting to hear him go a little bit more in depth about it because he has percentages and he's like a self-made man in a way.
Oh, okay.
But like, he goes so far into analytics and research that you go all the way back to 2011 and like
it'd make my brain hurt.
So basically, it kind of proves your theory correct in terms of higher scoring games.
Right.
And I think that's going to be a common theme going into week one.
Absolutely.
Just because defenses are so unknown, offensive schemes are so, unknown. But
well, especially like this season, there was a lot of trading. There's a lot of moving.
There's a lot of new first-time head coaches out there too,
and a lot of new starters for different teams, like Cam Newton with the Patriots. You got Terry Bridgewater with the Panthers. That's like two teams, but like there's like so many so many different things are going to be happening in football this year.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot.
So,
and you got so many.
Yeah.
So many unknowns, and I think, like I said, the first few weeks are going to be very, very high scoring, in my opinion.
I'm kind of okay with that because
give me more.
Give me more scores.
Give me more.
Defensive games are boring, even though it sucks for the defense. But I don't care. I'm a fan. What do I care about them?
I want high scoring games.
I do too.
I would like that.
So these first few weeks are going to be fun. But
yes. So going into the weekend, we got a full slate of games ahead of us. We got the Jets versus the Bills.
Bills by 1 million.
Bills
by 1 million. Only because the Jets are not gonna. I don't know. Sam Darnold was people kept saying how much of a prodigy he was, how he's the next Andrew Luck even, and I'm just like, I just don't see that with him. Everyone's like, okay, well, what's the next fixed thing they got besides like this possible decent rookie not rookie, like what? He's in his third year now, fourth year, whatever.
I think it's second.
No, it would definitely be at least his third.
Yeah, it's the third.
Yeah, so he's in his third year, hasn't done much, so it's like, okay.
We had Mono last year.
That's true. So he hasn't really had a chance to prove himself. So that could prove me wrong. But the Bills are a playoff team. Like,
correct.
They're going to the playoffs.
That's the deciding factor.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I think the Bills will win, too. I think they'll win by at least 2 scores.
Yeah, Josh Allen's just too good.
Yeah, and
too good for that defense.
I've heard a lot of reports of Le'Veon Bell, who is supposed to be premier back. He's not had a good camp. A good camp. Him and Frank Gore, who is
really
a million years old.
Yes.
Frank Gore is basically leading the workload so far. So
that's weird. That's weird to me.
Yeah, so we got some people listening, and my buddy Luis, he's more of a soccer player, footballer.
Football.
But he said if he would contribute to the conversation, he definitely would.
I just know there's no team called the Stallions. Yeah. What are the Stallions?
Oh, that's your wife, not mine. So.
Kayla, what are you talking
about? Kim wants the Jaguars to win, so...
Well, at least that's an actual team in the NFL. Like, what are the Stallions? Sorry, I'm just really confused.
Reeling it back in.
Sorry.
Reeling it back in.
I'm back. I'm back.
So, Bills
are winning. There's no question about it.
And another good point is they went ahead and added a new weapon in Stephon Diggs, who is a match made in heaven with Josh Allen.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be great.
I think the Bills win by at least 2 scores. Then we got the Packers versus the Vikings.
That's probably going to be like the toughest pick out of all of these.
There's a lot of them.
Are there really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, at least to start. Okay, so at least that's good. That's already like we're already getting to the tough ones. I'm going to go with Packers because I am a big fan of pissed off quarterbacks. Aaron Rodgers there have been so many reports of Aaron Rodgers being mad because they drafted zero weapons for him and they drafted his replacement instead. So now he's got a chip on his shoulder and he's gonna sling bullets. He's gonna throw fire.
Yeah.
And I think it's gonna be a close game. It's probably gonna be in the
26 to 24, 36 to 27 range.
Yeah.
Like at the most, in my opinion. But I think it's going to be one of those games where, Packers are just going to have the edge because Aaron Rodgers is playing for more than Minnesota is right now. I do not like Kirk Cousins. I think
It's a good point.
he is he's not a starting quarterback, and I just don't understand why the league thinks he is.
Because he hasn't done anything to prove him otherwise.
Yes, but he hasn't done anything to prove that he should start. It's the argument where like you're proving that you're not a backup. Okay, great. But you're also not really proving that you're a starter and that you could take a team to a Super Bowl. Like, I just don't understand why every team's goal isn't to go to the Super Bowl.
Mhm.
They may say it is, but the way they play, the way they budget, the way they draft, it doesn't sound like it is.
All right.
You will not win the Super Bowl if your goal is not to draft players that will take you to a Super Bowl, man. It just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
And Kirk Cousins will never take the Vikings to the Super Bowl, so why are they starting him?
No, it's not
Makes zero sense
That's
to
not
me.
a bad point at all. I
So
mean,
Packers with the win for me.
okay. Well, to counter that,
Counter me.
I love Aaron Rodgers.
Yes,
Okay,
I do too.
It's just the fact that he doesn't have any weapons kind of scares me because
Yeah.
all he has is Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones,
Mhm.
and that's really about it.
Yeah.
Kirk Cousins, average quarterback, more or less, but he has one of the best running backs in the game in Dalvin Cook. And when Dalvin Cook is on, it kind of opens up the rest of the field for Kirk Cousins to give it to Adam Thielen, Justin Jefferson, who is a new wide receiver for this year. He's a rookie, but and a couple other weapons that they might have. They have a really good tight end in Kyle Rudolph, so it'll be interesting to see. But I want to say Vikings, but I can't go against Aaron Rodgers in Week 1.
No, I can't either.
You can't really do that and justify it. So I'm going to go Packers. Week 1.
I'm just very excited for one of us to finally say this person's going to win. I'm going to say no, the other person's going to win.
Right.
Because that'll finally make it interesting. But.
Right. We'll cut this, but I got to pee.
Oh, okay.
So
we will cut. I'm just going to stop recording real quick.
Okay.
It is a.
What?
I said it is desperate times for you. I don't think I'm able to. So
no, that's fine. Just keep going.
Yeah, the video will keep going, but the audio has stopped, and I'll just cut this real quick. That'll finally make it. All right, how we doing, folks? Do we have anyone in chat right now? Anyone saying hey? Let's look at memes on Reddit while we're waiting on Keen. Oh, hey, you're back. We were going to look at memes.
Why?
I didn't know how long you'd be.
I'm back. Did you think I was going to do poop?
Yes?
No, I'm back.
Oh, well, let me look at one meme real quick since I'm already here. No, it's fine. It's empty.
Is it
Mexico and American films. America and American films. Mexico in real life. America in real life. That's real. That's very real.
Yeah. That's funny.
I like that one.
Yeah, that's funny.
Doctors have read it. What is the coolest disease or condition to die from? Hyperthermia. It's the coolest. Get it?
That's funny.
All right. That's enough of that nonsense. Switch back to that. All right. Ready to come back?
Yeah.
All right. We will come back.
I'm so excited for these shirts that I'm about to get
Yeah.
from Cuts.
The cuts.
I mean,
shirts.
can you hate on that though? Like,
I mean, if they're nice, I mean, they don't.
wait until I wear one, and
Okay.
you'll feel it, and you'll be like, I see now.
Okay. Great.
You're making me sad.
Why? I don't get as excited about clothes as you.
I don't
just
either.
don't. Yeah, you do. Get out of here.
That's fine.
All right,
I
ready?
shop at Old Navy.
But you shop. I don't shop.
I'll go shopping sometime.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, so we both got the Packers going against the Vikings. But that brings me to the next game. We got Eagles at the Washington football team. So
The fact that it's called the Washington football team is going to make me want to root against them every
Same.
single game.
yeah,
And it's not because I'm a Giants fan. It's because what the crap? You literally could have made any name.
yeah. So
Was it that much of a hassle for you to come up with a name?
right. So I think we can both agree that I'm going to go Eagles.
It will be the Eagles unless Dwayne Haskins pulls off a miracle.
Yeah.
I think
He's got a
he's a great quarterback. There is no denying he is a great quarterback.
very limited on weapons.
Very limited on weapons. He is not in a great
System.
He's not in a great system.
Well,
he's not in a system that.
he's got Ron Rivera now, established head coach, who's actually pretty
I think
good.
that's the problem. Not like in a negative way, but the problem with predicting wins for this team is that it's a new head coach with a new quarterback. We could say he's new,
Yeah.
because he hasn't started. Well, he's started, but he hasn't like really proven himself yet.
Right.
Um,
And a new team name. Or no
and,
team name.
and then zero team names.
Yes.
So we have to see how Ron Rivera uses Dwayne Haskins in their present offensive scheme. So my attitude about them might change as the year goes on and as we do better picks. But right now, the Eagles, they went to the playoffs. They beat the Cowboys, and the Cowboys are the heavy favorites this year, which is a spoiler with other games later. But I think the Eagles are going to beat the Skins. They're not even the Reds. I said it. I said it.
That's the R words. We don't say that.
I said the Skins. I didn't say the R word.
We don't say R
We
words.
don't say the R word, folks. They are the Washington football team. The
Why
Washington football.
Why couldn't they come up with a name?
I
man?
know, dude. I don't.
All right, so Eagles.
Eagles are winning.
Eagles over Washington.
Is Carson Wentz? Yeah, Carson Wentz is still their quarterback, which
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense to me. I do not believe in him as much as
Hold on.
most people do.
Are you serious?
No, I'm dead serious.
Oh my God, Chris, what?
I'm dead serious.
He's better than Dak.
Hot take.
My opinion.
Carson Wentz is not that great of a quarterback.
Dude, do you realize he was playing with practice squad receivers last year and he still beat the Cowboys?
No, trust me. I am very aware of what Carson Wentz's situation has been. I totally understand that. That was the Cowboys game to lose, though, and they lost. The Cowboys lost the game more than the Eagles won. If that makes sense.
Okay.
Look, it's a hot take.
It's
And
a
I
dumb
understand-
take.
It is not.
I don't agree with you. I think it's
you
the
are allowed to not agree.
I think
with
it's the
me.
fact that you're a Giants fan. You just hate Carson Wentz.
There could be that bias.
Okay, yeah.
I will admit to that bias.
Get
But-
out of here.
But no. But
Oh my God.
that dude is. No, I'm honestly like. I don't like fragile quarterbacks.
He's good.
He's fragile.
He's good.
He is fragile.
He's great.
One hit and he's done.
Nope.
One hit, he's done.
Okay,
One
okay.
bad hit, he's done.
Listen.
It's an Alex Smith situation.
If somebody stop. Okay. Low blow, literally. But listen, in the playoffs, the only reason he only got knocked out is from a blind spot hit from behind bouncing his head off the turf. If he played throughout the whole playoffs last year without getting injured, would you have a different opinion?
Probably, but that's not what happened.
He got a concussion. What? Okay, whatever. I can't talk to you.
What are you talking
you're
about? I don't
ignorant.
understand why you're getting so worked up over this.
Because Carson Wentz is good.
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just not saying he's what everyone thinks he is.
What do you think? I mean, what does everybody say that he is?
Well, I mean, he was drafted number 2, right?
Yeah,
He
true.
was drafted number 2. I think that was too high. I don't think he
Probably.
was that good.
Okay.
But again, like everyone's on this Carson Wentz train with him, and that he was supposed to be the guy, like the it guy. He was supposed to be the new like elite quarterback that would send the NFL into this new era of quarterbacks.
He's in what, year 4?
What? He's in his 4th year.
Still young.
I know he's still young, and I understand that. And I understand everything you're saying, and I agree with it.
You're a Giants fan, so
I'm
it's
a
fine.
Giants fan, so I'm allowed to have my backwards, upside down
I
opinions.
hope Daniel Jones gets hurt.
You take that back.
That's all I'm gonna say.
I didn't even talk about the Titans, man.
Mariota, well, you know.
I'm not talking about Mariota, dude. You said you want my starting quarterback to get hurt, who I'm very much a fan of right now.
Yeah, he's
I am very much a fan of that guy's work
I'm just
ethic.
offended because I like Carson Wentz.
If you like, I'm not saying he's bad.
You're saying he sucks.
I'm not saying
You
he
said
sucks.
he's awful.
You are literally putting words into my mouth that I never said. I never said he sucks. You should edit this episode. You're going to edit this episode. You're going to listen to me, and you're going to be like, "Oh yeah, he didn't say that he sucks." I just think that he's not what people say he is.
He's overrated.
He's overrated.
You think he's overrated? That's fine.
I've only been saying that.
Do you think? Okay, question though, and this will be fine. Do you think he is a better quarterback than Dak Prescott?
Yes.
Okay.
There are many quarterbacks better than Dak Prescott.
Okay, that's all I asked.
He is also overrated. He is just in a good. He's just in a good coaching situation
Now, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Doug Peterson.
I think we found common ground.
Okay. Jeez, like that was way more. I didn't think that would be that big of a deal.
I didn't either. I was just like,
I didn't realize you would get that offended. I was just like, he's not that great. I just don't think he's that great.
Yeah, that's my bad.
objectively don't think he's that great.
That's my fault.
No, it's cool.
I took what you said and I got sad.
It's fine.
You know,
it's like, what is happening? It made good content. Man.
I think the big reason why I got that way is because when the year that he tore his ACL, he was a very good quarterback, and if he didn't get hurt that year, I think they still would have won the Super Bowl.
No, yeah, and that's honestly the problem with and I would agree with you, but like that's why I kept saying he's fragile. He's a fragile quarterback now.
Yeah,
like I can't get on board with quarterbacks that are fragile, which is
makes
why Alex Smith should never be should never start, should never play football ever again. Like,
great story. But
honestly, even Cam Newton shouldn't be playing football anymore. In my opinion, I understand, but like you gotta watch. Like, every quarterback has a before injury play and an after injury play, and Cam Newton was the guy, like Carson Wentz was. He was the guy. He was tall. He was dynamic. He was strong. He was fast. He was everything. He gets hurt. He's gone. That fire is just gone. Maybe with Bill Belichick, he becomes this completely new quarterback. New system, changes himself, becomes like a more mature person, and changes the way like he plays. Beautiful, awesome. I want people to succeed. I want him to succeed.
Right.
But I will always be predisposed to not be on board with a quarterback that is suffering because of a past injury. Who is lacking because of a past injury. Yeah. That's just my personal thing when it comes to quarterbacks.
Yeah. Sorry about saying Daniel Jones should get hurt. I don't think he should get hurt.
Thank you.
He's a good guy.
I forgive you.
He is a social studies teacher in disguise.
It's so true, though. That's amazing. I'll never unsee that. Dude, the guy got jacked, though. Have you seen?
Did he?
Yeah, he gained 10 pounds of muscle.
Really?
Over the offseason.
I did see
real.
That.
That is real. And the dude can
it'd be better if he didn't wear sleeves on his jersey.
Yeah, well.
So well, let's just go ahead.
We got to get back to it.
Let's just go ahead.
So much time on that.
Yeah, we might just edit that whole thing.
No, I want it.
It makes me look bad. I brought up Marcus Mariota out of nowhere.
I really was confused by
that. I was offended because he got hurt a lot.
And I didn't even talk about Marcus. I wasn't even going to mention him.
I just brought it up because I was like, I want him to be good. Okay, he's a good guy.
He's a good guy. Is Mariota still on the Titans? Is he a backup?
No,
what's he
he's
doing
he
now?
signed a 1-year deal with Las Vegas, but now he's on injury reserve.
Oh, buddy.
He's a fragile quarterback, so it's fine.
Yeah, fragile
Okay.
court. To
Well,
my point.
moving
All right,
on.
anyway,
Okay,
moving on. We're done.
Browns at Ravens.
Browns at Ravens.
Yeah, I think.
So Browns at Ravens is going to be a close game. It's going to be a tight game. I'm a big Lamar Jackson fan, so I'm going to go with the Ravens.
I'm going with the Ravens also.
I don't buy into the. I still am not buying into the Browns hype. It's not, and I'm legitimately like
new system too.
it's a new system, new quarterback,
new uniforms.
new uniforms. Whatever, great, good for them. Good for Stefanski trying to make this team out of nothing. Again, everyone's saying on paper this should be a good team, and that's fine. You know what? That's fine for me. Like, yes, they should be a good team, and I want them to be a good team. Odell Beckham leaving the Giants and going to the Browns. I mean, we technically traded them, which was a dumb move, but it's whatever.
Kind
It
of sounds like it worked out though.
It worked out for him. Worked out for us because I mean he was kind of becoming a locker room like distraction, which is fine. I'm all about that. I'm all about getting rid of locker room distractions. Is what I mean. But the Browns have a quarterback problem. In my opinion, Browns have a quarterback problem that needs to be resolved. Baker Mayfield is not a first-round draft pick. He should have been picked 15, like everyone said he should have been. The fact that the Browns took him at 1.
Who had the 15th pick?
Man, I'm not.
Oh, it was Washington.
Was it Washington that had the 15th
because they took Haskins.
No.
That was 17.
Yeah, no, Baker is a year before Jones and Haskins.
I knew that.
You're fine.
No, I'm trying to think. I can't remember who that was.
It's fine. I think, Baker, I think, is 1 year ahead of Haskins because he's in the same year as Darnold.
He's in his third year.
He's in his third year with Darnold,
okay.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
He is.
Baker,
No, he is.
Darn. Oh, you know what? Was it the same year as Mahomes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait.
It should have been.
No, it's not.
It wasn't?
I don't know. I don't want to.
Anyway, okay, we shouldn't spend too much time on that. My point is that Browns have a quarterback problem that they will not admit to. This is Baker's last season to prove himself. He's not going to prove himself.
His third year.
Dude, like he's a number 1. You should be like out of the gate, like bringing your team success. Like second year.
Okay. I get
with
what
the
you're saying.
weapons he has.
Yes, I was getting to that. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with you. I wouldn't say
He's set for success.
if he doesn't get a winning record this year, I don't know.
His future is in question.
Yeah. I don't think he's necessarily a bad quarterback. I think that he's been dealt a hard hand of cards from last year with Freddie Kitchens.
Right.
Freddie Kitchens was way in over his head. But this year, Stefanski made Kirk Cousins look good, gave them what were they, 13-3 last year?
No.
12-4, 11-5?
It was 11-5.
If he can go 11-5 with Kirk Cousins as his quarterback, I think they can go at least 11-5 here this
It's
year.
honestly in the hands of Baker. He's bad at making quick decisions.
They're in a tough division though, with the Ravens and the Steelers. So
I know.
Bengals, I'm kind of counting them out. Low expectations for the Bengals, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah.
So,
but taking it just this week alone, the Ravens are going to come out on top. They are salty about their loss to the Titans, which kudos to you guys, but they're salty.
Thank you. We ruined a lot of people's dreams.
They are very salty because they should have gone. Like in all seriousness,
we beat them by 20.
Yeah, like they should have won that game, and that's not against you guys. Like kudos to the Titans for winning, but they should have won.
Derrick Henry won.
Yeah. So now the Ravens are like, we're going to come back, and we're going to win this time. So they're going to have that chip on their shoulder.
Try.
Oh my gosh!
But no, I got Ravens. This week.
Ravens win. Browns. Browns prove it.
So far, we agree on everything.
Great.
Okay. Colts at Jaguars.
I feel like we're gonna agree on this one too. I'm going Colts.
I'm going Colts.
All right, great. Phillip Rivers and his 8 kids are gonna lead the Colts to a semi-average season.
I think it's 9.
Is it 9 now?
I feel like it's 9.
That boy needs to learn what a condom is.
Get snipped.
Or just or do something.
Unless they like it.
And if they like having 9 kids, great.
I feel like
I feel bad for the wife.
I feel like if good
for him.
Experience.
Good for
I feel like that wouldn't. his arm strength is a little bit of a hindrance for me to commit to the Colts, but I know that they have a good scheme, they have a good system.
They're better than the Jaguars.
They went ahead and got a
now.
really good running back out of
Yeah.
Wisconsin, Jonathan Taylor.
Mhm.
I actually have pretty high expectations for the Colts. I hope that the AFC South is a lot more competitive this year than it has been in the years past.
Mhm.
But Phillip Rivers, lots of question marks around him. If it were up to me, I would honestly stick with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah.
Just because he's got much more talent, much more mobile.
And he's also like got a lot more life left in him in the league. Like
Right.
Phillip Rivers has got maybe
He's
2-3 years tops.
Very good competitor.
Yeah.
Quarterback,
But in the phase that with Andrew Luck leaving the way he did,
Sad.
like
Sad.
which is very sad. The way that they are right now, like stick with a guy, just see where he goes. I would stick with the young guy as well. Phillip Rivers maybe just wants to finish out his. I don't know. Like I really don't know.
I think he
what
wants to
that
go
decision-
out on a playoff run. If
with a team that could
he's
could
on,
give
he's
him
on a
playoff.
1-year deal. So
Yeah, so maybe it's just like, hey, I'm going to try one more time. Maybe change. I don't know. My brain would be like that kind of deal. It's like Chargers obviously aren't doing it for me. The Colts say that they can do this, like go on a playoff run. I see their scheme. I see that this is possible. I'm going to go for it. If it doesn't happen, I'm going to pull an Eli and just retire.
yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see. But I got Colts this weekend, especially with the Jags releasing Leonard Fournette, and a lot of things.
They're making a lot of bad.
a lot of
locker room-
things up in the air with
Who
the
knows
Jags.
what's going on with
But
them.
Gardner Minshew, love the guy.
Love the guy.
Love Gardner
You
Minshew.
can't help but love him.
You got to be a fan.
You got to be.
Alright. So
That mustache, man.
but I got to go with the Colts. I mean, I can't bring myself to it
Yes,
to not pick the Colts.
Yes, sir.
So next one, Raiders at Panthers.
Raiders at Panthers?
Yes.
You're going with the Panthers. I'm going with the Panthers.
You going with the Panthers?
I'm going with the Panthers.
All right.
Derek Carr is
Hold on.
okay, huh?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Derek Carr is okay.
Yeah. So you're talking about the Raiders. I thought you were talking about the Panthers. I was like, wait.
no.
hold
I
on.
know. Terry Bridgewater is the Panthers
Teddy.
quarterback.
It's Teddy.
Is it Teddy? I said Terry, didn't I?
It's
Dang
twice,
it.
twice now.
Have I done that twice?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Teddy.
Teddy Bridgewater. Excuse me, Teddy. I apologize because I know for a fact you're watching. Teddy Bridgewater is probably the best new starter that
Yes.
from backup to starter. Good for him for getting a starting position.
Big Teddy Bridgewater fan.
I am a big
rooting
fan as
for
well.
the guy.
Yeah, rooting for him. I think the Panthers have what it takes to have a good season. We can talk about their future in the later date. When it comes to just this game alone, I think they are in a better position to win than the Raiders are. I think Derek Carr is another one of those why are people obsessed with him quarterbacks like Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk Cousins is better than Derek Carr, but I think Derek Carr is trying to prove himself, which might make this an interesting game. Panthers come out on top though.
Okay. I mean, this is one that I went back and forth on.
I did, yeah.
So Panthers, there's lots of question marks with Teddy Bridgewater coming in.
Yeah. Lots to prove.
Cam Newton leaving, new head coach.
That
also,
too.
that's
Yep.
something that's another thing that went into my decision. You got Matt Rule coming in, but I think the weapons for Carolina is a lot better than what Oakland, not Oakland, Las Vegas now.
Yeah.
But the Raiders have. But I basically came down to John Gruden being back in Las Vegas with Derek Carr. They got Josh Jacobs coming back healthy, and Darren Waller from he's one of the main target getters as a tight end. I'm gonna go ahead with the Raiders.
Finally, we
yeah.
disagree on something.
Yeah, so it'll be. I mean, one of us will get it right. So.
Hopefully.
But I
Hopefully tie.
I went with. That'd be wild.
We'd best be like, what?
So hear last week's episode. So I'm gonna go with the Raiders. It just comes down to for me it was mainly same head coach, same quarterback, same running back, a lot of the same offensive schemes, but it'll be an interesting game to see.
Cool.
So next one is we got Bears at Lions. So the Chicago Bears at the Detroit Lions.
Who are the Bears starting?
What do you mean?
Who's the Bears starting quarterback?
Who's
the Bears starting quarterback?
Mitch Trubisky.
It's going to be the Lions. Mitch Trubisky is dumb. He is a dumb person. He is dumb. His face is dumb. The fact that he's an NFL quarterback. No, the fact that he's an NFL quarterback is dumb. It is dumb. The Bears are dumb. Lions win.
Oh my god.
Next question.
I
That's all I'm gonna say.
mean, I guess I'll just go with the Lions too. But
Because my argument was so convincing.
no, I mean I trust Matthew Stafford.
No, Matthew
opposed to
Stafford is a
Mitch
baller,
Trubisky.
dude.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even have to prove why the Lions are going to win this game. That's
Yeah.
why I said Mitch Trubisky is dumb.
Yeah, I don't even.
Because didn't they bring up someone? Like, especially, they have AD now. They have Adrian Peterson.
The Lions.
The Lions do. That's why I'm sorry. Like, I said one
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, Adrian Peterson is with the Lions now. They got a great quarterback and a great running back now.
He's 36.
But he's still great.
I think they have another really good young running back that I can't remember the name of.
It's fine. AP all the way.
I think that
AP all the I said AD. I know what I
AP
said.
all day.
AP all day.
All
That's
day.
what I meant.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever,
But
who cares? Mitch Trubisky is dumb.
I think I trust. The only thing that would make me change is the fact that Chicago's defense is really solid. But Matthew Stafford is really good, and he's got better weapons than what Mitch Trubisky has. So we got
Also, Mitch Trubisky is dumb.
okay. you made yourself clear.
I know. Well, this is a lot of hyperbole, but at the same, okay, that's why I'm mad. Mitch Trubisky is starting over Nick Foles.
I guess Nick Foles didn't have a good camp then, huh?
I guess he didn't have a good camp, but also dumb.
I think. Okay, so here's another thing.
Nick Foles won a Super Bowl. Everyone.
Here's another.
How many wins does Mitch Trubisky have in his entire career?
More than
I
you and I.
guarantee you, it's
More than
less
you and
than
I.
10. It is
Listen.
less than 10.
Listen, sir. Okay, so here's the thing with Mitch Trubisky. So it's always easy to
probably more than
say.
10, but
It's
anyway.
probably yeah, it is. It's always easy to say. Mitch Trubisky can. It was his job to lose going into training camp. Apparently, Nick Foles, from what I was hearing, Nick Foles didn't do enough to win the job, but Mitch Trubisky didn't do enough to lose the job. Now things might. I mean, if there's any correlation to last year, Nick Foles can always come in and just kind of swoop that up. But
Jeez
we'll
Louise,
see.
man.
We'll see.
I know Nick Foles has been dealt a hard hand because going back to the Carson Wentz thing, he should have started over Carson Wentz week one, the season after he won the Super Bowl.
I won't agree with that.
I know you won't agree with that, but I
like. No, he did.
I think
Nick Foles started like the first 3 or 4 weeks.
Did he really over Carson
Yeah,
Wentz?
because he was still healing from injury.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. Like he
I could
should
be
have
wrong.
still kept going because he was winning games.
I could be wrong.
He was still winning games.
Facebook fact checker, put this in here.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
for
yeah,
the sake of time,
Lions.
Lions are winning.
Lions.
Mitch Trubisky dumb.
Okay,
Next question.
okay. Next one, interesting
Mhm.
matchup: Seahawks at Atlanta. So Seattle Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons.
I think the Seahawks are always a safe bet.
They are.
I think the Seahawks are always a safe bet, but I think I'm just gonna go and say Falcons because I mean this is more for the sake of like a betting strategy. It's like I put my chips quote unquote on every favorite, so maybe it's like okay, this will be the game where I pick the not favorite because I think Seattle's favorite to win this game
I don't
too.
know the odds.
Oh, okay. Well, I only know that because I watch sports. I listen to sports radio on my commute home. So I think Seattle's favorite to win. So I'm gonna bet on the Falcons and have that upset for whatever reason because this game could genuinely go either way.
It really.
I
could.
really think it will go either way.
Atlanta does. I feel like they do not have a good defense at all. But they do. I mean, it's really hard to look at Atlanta and be like, you can't really bet against an offense that has Matt Ryan and Julio Jones. It's tough.
Yeah.
But
I mean, ever since they lost the Super Bowl, though, it seems like they've never been the same.
well, you know why,
But
right?
It's still, well, yeah.
They lost. What's his face? What's it?
Crap. Yep.
Shanahan.
Yep.
Kyle Shanahan.
Kyle
He was
Shanahan,
the offensive
thank you.
coordinator, and
Yes, sir.
he's at San Francisco now.
Yes, sir. That's why they are successful.
So I'm gonna go Seattle
okay, great.
because
Make things interesting.
yeah, why not?
I mean, like again, this is one of those things where normally sure Seattle, but I like Matt Ryan winning too. I like Atlanta
And they're at
winning
home.
too, and
Not-
it's at home,
not
which
that plays much of a factor.
kind of does because Seattle, the commute to Seattle, but it's week 1, so it kind of doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
whatever, let's just make it interesting.
Okay.
Opposite.
Chargers at Bengals.
Now, see, that's an interesting one. Oops, two. I'm sorry,
You
guys.
guys will hear something real quick.
Yeah. All right. That's an interesting one too because Bengals have a brand new quarterback who is going to prove himself in Joe Burrow.
Leaving the
The whole
land.
state of Ohio is excited about that.
We are. We're big Joe Burrow fans.
We're all big Joe Burrow fans, including this non-Ohioan and myself. But the Chargers are still a solid team. I think I'm just going to do hometown pride and go for Bengals.
Really?
I think Joe Burrow's got this. I think he's going to prove himself. I am a big Joe Burrow fan. I like the way he conducts himself. I like the way that, he is as a quarterback. He doesn't usually let things affect him. I think that cool, calm, and collected attitude is going to win the respect of his team, and that's how they're going to win the game.
Yeah. Okay. I can get behind that. It's just the biggest thing for me, as far as like my hesitation of picking the Bengals is their offensive line is a yikes. Did you see that video clip when all of the defense was chasing Joe Burrow in practice?
Oh no!
Literally, like the whole defensive line. I don't know what happened, but they were.
That's one clip. You could say it's one clip, but at the same time, oh man,
Yeah.
but that was practice.
Yeah.
Wasn't
So
an actual game. Oh my
So
gosh.
dang it, I'm kind of salty that you picked the Bengals because I was going to pick the Bengals, but now I don't want to
Sorry.
pick the Bengals. But I do want to pick the Bengals because the Chargers lost Phillip Rivers. They had Tyrod Taylor.
Who's good?
He's okay. He's a game manager. He's not a game winner. Does that make sense? So the defense basically has to go out there and win it for him.
Yeah, I just think Joe Burrow is going to outplay the defense. I just really think that's going to. If the O-line, sure,
Yeah.
real big issue, but I think Joe Burrow is talented enough, at least against the Chargers, to overcome.
See, I would agree with you. However, the Chargers have something that Bengals might not have an answer for, and that is Joey Bosa. So I'm going to go Chargers.
Okay, yeah.
Just because their
no.
uniforms are sick. I'm kidding.
Dude, those uniforms are so nice.
Yeah, that's not why.
Those
but
are honestly like...
they're the best new uniforms in the game.
They are.
But no, I'm picking...
Because they're new because they're the old new ones, and they're just keep that powder blue forever, man.
Forever. But
I'm
picking the Chargers because their defense, I trust that they'll shut down, Joe Burrow, and the pass rush will get to him effectively and efficiently.
I can understand that.
And Tyrod Taylor with Austin Eckler in the backfield. I feel like and they got my brother Keenan Allen as a wide receiver.
Okay.
He's on my fantasy team, so
okay. So there's a little bit of that.
A little bit. I'm gonna change my name to Keenan's. Just Keenan's.
Just Keenan's, like plural Keenan's.
Yeah, I don't think I will.
Oh my god.
All right, next one. Interesting matchup.
Yes,
Dark
sir.
horse in the NFC. That a lot of people are saying may or may not make a run. Okay.
Okay.
The Arizona Cardinals at San Francisco 49ers.
49ers.
You're picking the 49ers?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Like you can't
Defending
you
NFC
can't,
champs.
Defending NFC champs, you can't argue. There's nothing. They didn't lose anything. That's the thing. There's nothing to argue, in my opinion. Like there's something that can be argued. Like Arizona will probably be a really good team this year. They got DeAndre Hopkins. They have Kyler Murray coming out and being a stud, which I didn't expect to happen because he's small.
Small.
He's so freaking small.
He's quick though.
Again,
he's like that high school quarterback.
I just don't understand why he was picked
Number
one.
Yeah.
It made zero sense to me. Go play baseball.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's almost like the whole Mitch Trubisky is dumb thing for me. It's almost at that level.
But he's good.
I mean, he's good. That's what's weird. He's
That's
good.
He's good.
And it's weird to me that he's that good.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. No, I'm fine. I'm good. I'm cool. Anyway, but I still think 49ers are going to win because Jimmy Garoppolo is a stud. Freaking, you have, what is his name and why can't I think of it right now? Tight end.
George Kittle?
George Kittle, thank you. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name.
George Kittle. He's very good.
George Kittle is amazing. He deserves to be the top tight end right now, the top paid tight end right now. Their defense is solid.
You don't have to go too far in depth.
No,
because
it's
I agree.
okay. 49ers win.
It's just the Cardinals is a team to keep an eye on just because of the weapons
Later
that they
on.
added
Yeah, they'll probably make the playoffs.
Yeah, and Cliff Kingsbury, who's just going to be a second-year head coach, working with a lot of new weapons.
He gets more toys to play with, which will be exciting to see.
Yeah, but as far as the defense goes for San Francisco, I just I trust I trust their defense and just Kyle Shanahan's offensive play calling and the run game is just I don't know I'm gonna go San Francisco in this game. Jimmy Garoppolo may or may not be.
It's hard. It would be really brave of someone to choose against the 49ers in this game.
Yeah, I mean, especially after almost winning the Super Bowl. So
they should have won. It was their game to lose, and they lost.
Was it? Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs. All right,
what do we got next?
Buccaneers at Saints.
Ooh, Tom Brady with the Bucs.
And a bunch of new things. Tom Brady, Leonard Fournette.
There's so much unpredictability
Rob
with that
Gronkowski.
game. Yep. That game is that team is elite for honestly no reason.
Age.
They're all old though.
And I'm going Saints.
Yeah, I'm going Saints too, only because Rob Gronkowski, no matter how in shape he says he is, he's out of shape. He hasn't played a football game in over a year. Tom Brady's old, and every other play, don't they have Leonard Fournette now?
Yeah, they just got him this week.
Yeah, they just got him, which is probably which is great, but Tom Brady is not used to playing in a system where he has to rely on a run game.
Yeah.
That's not what he played in. And let's be honest, Tom Brady is the one who is controlling that offensive scheme, not the coordinator. Right. He's not learning something new at 3 now?
Yes, he is. He's 41.
Oh, he's 41. Oh,
it could be 42.
I don't know. Whatever, however 40 he is. I don't disagree that he's a great quarterback and probably the best that's ever played outside of Peyton Manning, in my opinion.
He's the greatest of all time, not the best.
Oh, yeah, we've had that talk before. Yeah. We don't need to get back into that. I agree, but Drew Brees wants one more Super Bowl, and I think he's going to get it.
38.
Yeah, but I think Drew Brees at 38 is better than Tom Brady at 41.
Yeah, it's just I mean, it's a lot of equal factors going into this.
I think it'll be a close game and a great game to watch.
I'm going to go offensive scheme. New Orleans has established themselves as one of the best offensive teams ever. Period in the league, especially this year. I want to see them get back into the playoffs and make it back into the Super Bowl. It'll just be interesting to see if they can get there. So
yeah, I will always root for the Saints until they get what they deserved, 2 years in the making. So yeah, Saints for me as well.
Okay, so we're coming into the home stretch. We got the Dallas Cowboys at the Los Angeles Rams.
Rams make me mad, and I can't believe I have to say this, but the Cowboys are going to win.
You think the Cowboys?
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to win only because the Rams have Jared Goff they got to the Super Bowl randomly, again, because of a blown call. The Saints were robbed more than the Rams won.
Yeah, that's a good point. 2 years ago, though.
2 years. Oh, I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. 2 years ago. The Saints were robbed more than the Rams won. Jared Goff's a good quarterback, but I don't think he's in a good team.
He's in a good system. I don't think Jared Goff's the right guy.
Oh, okay.
That's my thing.
Okay.
Like Jared. Yeah.
Another one of those number one picks that just sure, but kind of doesn't really.
Yeah,
make
that
sense.
One breakout year when they made it to the Super Bowl.
Exactly,
dependent on the refs, but
this season is just going to be like a Baker Mayfield season for him. It's going to define how he's going to be.
Yeah.
He had that one great season and then fluffed it with 4-12, and now he has to come back. It's all right, now you have to prove to are you the Super Bowl quarterback or are you the 4-12 quarterback? You got to tell us right now what you are.
Are you saying you went 4-12 last year?
They went 4-12 last year. They didn't have a winning record last year.
They went 8-8, I thought, or 7-9.
Did they?
They were in contention until week 15.
What was the LA Rams season win-loss record in 2019?
Finished at 9-7.
9-7. Yeah. Sorry.
Come on, man.
What was I thinking?
4-12. That was his rookie year.
Oh, that's what it was.
Jeff Fisher was his coach.
So. Rip. Okay, so 9-7. So okay.
I'm going LA.
You're going LA. Okay.
I mean, I hope Dak does well because he's my fantasy quarterback. But
well,
Dallas has some
Cowboys are going to be, as much as I hate to say it, the Cowboys are going to be a good team this year.
Especially with Coach McCarthy.
Yeah, the NFC East is buffing itself up,
It's not where it's going to be in 5 years, but it's going to be. I think the NFC East in general has the potential to be a really elite division finally after being trashed for the last 20 years. Because we have good coaches, like all around. I'm saying all 4 teams, good coaches, good players in good positions, and I think like there's going to be like a good overall like competition in the NFC East in the next like 5 years once all those
Hard to
things
disagree.
get developed.
Hard to disagree with you on there.
Yeah.
But going forward, we got the last. So I saved our 2 teams for last. All right.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Very
so
cool.
we got Pittsburgh at the Giants.
Giants. Giants. Go Big Blue. Giants win despite what all of y'all think. I don't care how great the Steelers are. I don't care that they went to the playoffs. I don't care. Or no, they didn't go to the playoffs, but they should have or they almost did.
They have been back.
Giants win. Because I believe in my boys.
Okay. I am going Pittsburgh.
I mean, you and the rest of the planet Earth, to be honest. This is my fan vote. I feel like I am allowed to have a fan vote.
Okay.
Like, Giants are not going 16-0, but week 1 is a magical week filled with possibilities. I think we have, if I believe we can win a game, I'm going to pick us to win the game. That's kind of what I'm going into this year with.
Do you think you can win this game?
I think we can win this game.
I think it'll be a competitive game, but Steelers are coming out on top.
I respect
I hope
that.
James Conner does well. He's my fantasy back. So.
Oh my gosh, whatever.
All right, next round. All right,
Yes, sir.
Last game of the week, we got the Titans at the Broncos
Okay.
at 10:20 Eastern time.
Oh yeah, we did discuss this just a little bit off the podcast. Yeah, I think the time is going to be weird. I think honestly, I'm gonna pick the Broncos only because
Get out.
No, you
Okay.
said the Pittsburgh was gonna beat. Yeah, I'm not telling you to get out. The Broncos are gonna win only because they're playing in Denver and the traveling. You know, both. I think and my better judgment says the Titans are going to come out on top because they are that good of a team.
We'll see.
But it's week 1 in a crazy year. Anything can happen.
Anything.
I'm going to pick the Broncos just to make things interesting.
Okay, I'm happy that you did that because I'm going to go Titans.
I know you're going to go Titans
because I think, especially with
and honestly, you are the smarter person to pick the Titans anyway, even if you weren't a fan.
Well, listen. Okay, there's a few factors that are going into it. I think that if we can establish the run game early, which we will do, we will have a very good chance of executing the play action pass later. We got returning wide receiver in AJ Brown. Very good. We got Jonnu Smith, who's looking to establish himself in the league as a tight end. But the thing that mainly made my decision was the fact that Von Miller is potentially out for the season, as well as Bradley Chubb is. I'm pretty sure he's out this week.
2 big defensive guys.
So the only big person that they have is a former member of the Titans, is a defensive end, Jarrell Casey. Big fan of Jarrell Casey. However, I think our line knows his tendencies as well as he knows ours. But I'm the body clock will make will play a very big factor. But I can't pick the Broncos when I know the Titans are more than able to win this game.
Yeah.
So
I totally understand that.
Yeah, so I pick the Titans to win. Drew Lock, second-year QB.
Cool.
But obviously the Broncos have, they actually just got Melvin Gordon, and they got Phillip Lindsay. They got dynamic rush attack. But I trust our defense. So, I think the Titans will come out on top.
Cool. All right, so how many things did we pick differently?
Okay.
Because that's going to be what decides like who wins.
Okay. 1, 2. Dolphins at Patriots. We didn't pick that one. We didn't do that one.
Oh.
Patriots, right? Patriots? Or are you going Dolphins?
Who's starting? Is it Fitzmagic or is it Tua?
Fitzmagic.
Fitzpatrick, but it's Fitzmagic, my boy.
Fitzmagic.
Let's make it crazy. Fitzmagic is going to come back. Cam Newton's a schlub.
Okay, well, I'm going Pats.
Great.
Okay, well, we didn't.
I just want more games to be interesting.
Yeah,
Like that game.
we didn't say the best for last on this one.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I mean, that was a quick, like, whatever. Who cares? Cam Newton will have to prove himself that he can be elite again.
I got you. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7. Okay, so 7 out of who cares about
16.
that? 7 out of 6. Okay, great. So that's like
Half.
Half.
Half-ish.
So that's good. I was afraid that we were going to pick the same teams the whole time.
That won't ever happen. I'll make sure that it doesn't happen.
Yeah, well, for content's sake. Great. So we will. So by the time this episode airs, all the games will be done, and we will post who won, and what the other person will get or whatever.
We'll figure that out.
You guys comment in the chat or in the Instagram posts or whatever, or even like DM us after the podcast airs, like what went right, what went wrong, who you thought should have, what your picks were, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But man, it has been almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Which is fine. It's just going to be a long episode and football-filled episode, and we're
just excited for football. That's all.
Football's great.
Football's
we
back.
Love football.
We're happy for football, and we're missing the game, Chris.
We should wrap it up, shouldn't we?
All right, that ends it for this week's show, guys.
Thank you so much for tuning into the Broke Daddies podcast. Make sure that you're constantly telling people about us. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, which we post all of these videos post-recording.
Yeah.
Make sure you tune in to us at twitch.tv/TheBrokeDaddies. Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok. Other things? Or is that it?
Facebook. Oh,
we did Facebook.
One big thing, though.
One big thing.
Apple Podcasts or Spotify. Just click that subscribe button. That way you get the notifications about when the most recent episodes come out.
And that way your podcast episode is downloaded directly to your phone so that you don't even have to worry about finding it later.
Alrighty.
That's it for us, guys. We love you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have fun watching football.
Love you guys.
See ya.
Sorry.